as well as a therapist at Arise Therapy, and today I'm going to give a talk on stress management, reclaiming agency, and cultivating resilience. So stress is essentially our body and brain's reaction to perceived threat, and it can look like so many different things for different folks. It can look like rumination or anticipation, tension in your shoulders or your jaw, avoiding things you're scared of, or coping with unhealthy coping mechanisms that distract you from that feeling of anxiety. It can look like so many different things. But today, what I want to talk about is one way of dealing with our stress, one way of managing our stress. And it's going to be really grounded in a quote from James Hollis, where essentially, to paraphrase, he talks about his work as a therapist, and he says the work of a therapist, or how he sees it, is trying to help his clients move from a sense of victimhood to a sense of active participation in what's happening in my life. And the reason why I want to talk about that shift as a way of dealing with anxiety is I think that sense of victimhood that James Hollis mentions is sort of very akin to stress. In stress, we often feel a low sense of confidence in ourselves that we can handle the thing that we're stressed about, and that's what makes us so anxious. We're scared of something happening because we don't feel equipped to deal with it or the resulting feelings of if that thing does happen. And so I think one way of dealing with stress is moving from that sense of victimhood, which I think makes us feel like, oh, we're just objects and life happens to us, to a sense of active participation, as James mentions, or agency, as I'll put it, in our lives. And with agency, we go from object to subject, and we feel like instead of life is happening to us, there's a sense of, what can I do? Where do I have control over? While still honoring the very real things that have happened or the fears that we have. And then I think akin to, alongside of all of this, the other thing I recommend is developing a sense of resilience. Maybe that's looking back on some of your past experiences of where you've handled a hard thing. Maybe that's sitting with that sense of, what if I can handle hard things? What if I am resilient? And so I think those, whether it's claiming your agency or building resilience, can be really, really helpful tools in dealing with stress. Thanks so much.